Hey YouTube, this video is going to be for anyone who's interested in the details on how I installed the solar panels on the roof of my Dodge Promaster. First I had to buy a third Vantech roof mount bar because the distance between the front bar and the rear bar was just way too far to stretch a piece of L-bracket aluminum between the two. I also bought 4 extra things called sliders that slide in underneath the bar and attach the bar to the leg, and I used those extra sliders to attach the solar panels to the bottom of the rack. Next we had to take the legs off the solar panels, which was pretty easy. I purchased 3 L-bend aluminum bars from Home Depot, and they were about $29 a piece, I think, which was crazy, but they were 8 feet long, and I had to cut 2 of them to the length to fit between the 2 bars on the van, and the other one I cut into pieces to make a frame for the solar panel to sit in. Then what I did was I placed the L bracket face down on the top and side of the solar panel, and then placed the other L bracket that runs between the 2 bars on top of that in order to make my frame for the solar panels. Then I screwed holes in through both pieces of aluminum and the frame of the solar panel and bolted it all together. Then we took the solar panel up to the rack. So this is how the solar panel is mounted. I have this L bracket which is secured to the rack via the slider, which is the same thing that holds the rack to the leg. And then over here is the other side of the slider. There's only one bolt in there, and then if you follow that down, you can see the solar panel is resting on the piece of aluminum. On the solar panel itself, I have a piece of L bracket going the opposite way, and it's bolted to the solar panel along the side. So this piece here, coming from the rack, is bolted to the bottom of that L bracket. Solar panel is the bottom anyway, is pretty even with the bottom of the rack, so there should be no wind hitting the front of the solar panel. So I actually had to go to my Dodge dealer to get that screw out of my backup camera. They actually fed the wire through for me, but I'm not happy with it because they fed it through the top when I asked them to feed it through the bottom. So they actually had cut out a little notch here, which I've taped up, and I've taped up this notch that they cut out for that to go through, and I'm going to feed it through the bottom here. And in this thing there are some cutouts. Where are they? Right there. And I actually had to make the one over here a little bit bigger in order to fit the wire through. But now I'm going to feed the wire underneath. So there it is, completed. Wire coming down along there and going underneath and up through. And I've patched this with a little tape on both sides, so hopefully that'll work okay. So the bottom line is, this has worked out quite well. We have had the refrigerator plugged in for a week now, and I've never seen this drop more than 1 bar below full. And right now it's full, and we're not going to get much input from the sun because it can't take any. It's been awesome. So I think this looks fantastic, and unfortunately it was rather pricey to do this because that bar costs a little over $200. The aluminum used in the frame and the nuts and bolts that I had to buy cost maybe $120, and then fixing the backup camera cost $90 to get that freaking screw out. So all totaled about $400 just to put this on the roof. Pretty crazy. Thanks for watching.